Hello again folks, welcome to the next episode of Joxer playing Skyrim, the Argonian Mage. In the previous episode we summoned Dornavir and finished his shout, and we went into Darkfall Cavern in search of Ariel's bow, and here we are. It's a nasty little cave, I can tell you that. Spiders, rapids, trolls apparently. Not getting very happy in this cave, I can tell you that. Trying to figure out where I am and where I want to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks very let me guess, that's the secret door, right? Right. Serana, can you please move? Thank you. Yeah, it's not a very happy cave. I've seen more fun caves. I prefer the ruins myself. I'm not a fan of these caves. Well, it looks like there's only one way to go, and that is this way. That was a close one. Serana, careful! Dude, just be careful with those rocks! You're almost dying here. Oh, well. Where's Heal Other? Babysitting again. Oh! She's on that. I'm sorry, Serana, but it seems that I can't heal you. Sorry. What is kind of throwing me off is that the note that I read, the Darkfall note, said that this guy was living so close to trolls, yet I'm not seeing any. He wasn't living that close to trolls then? Unless he was meaning internet trolls. Last time you said something like there's something going on, I got jumped by spiders, so there's trolls. Oh, dear God. Well, I got an ebony ingot out of that. That's not too shabby. Anything in the water here? Nope. Whoa. Apparently I need to talk to him? Who is this?
What's that? I can feel some kind of Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
Okay. Who are you? Paladin Galabor?
I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the great chantry of Auriel.
This cave is a temple to Auriel?
Auriel, Auriel, Hautosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the snow elves.
A snow elves? You're a Falmer?
I prefer snow elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the betrayed.
I imagine you know why we're here?
Of course. You're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
And what type of assistance do you
I need
need?
you to kill Archcurate Bertha, my brother.
Kill your brother? Why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen.
What exactly did the betrayed do to him?
They swept into the chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause.
Didn't you fight back?
The chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum, where I believe they corrupted Bertha.
You don't even know if he's alive?
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
If you tried getting into the inner sanctum?
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a knight paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
Way shrine?
Yes, let me show you.
What the hell is he doing? Oh. Well, Serana's going with him. So these are the original Dwemer?
So this is snow elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
Okay.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
I can see how they were.
Initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temple so we can kill your brother and kill Marius well.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did.
Oh, you gotta be
First,
kidding
they're
me.
at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
How many are there?
There are 5 in total, spread
gotta
far
be.
apart across the chantry.
Massive.
Caves? Oh no. The chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the initiate's ewer.
So I need to fill this at each way shrine?
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
I'll be off then.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them.
Good point.
Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey. Questions? I
Um,
expected as much.
what is the chantry of Oriel?
This is, or was, the epicenter of our religion. Most of the Snow Elf people worshipped Oriel. The chantry was constructed near the beginning of the First Era to provide a retreat for those that wish to become enlightened.
Most snow elves? Why
Our
is...
empire had temples to some of the other deities. Trinimac, Silabane, Y'ffre, and Finister rounded out the rest. But those temples paled in comparison to the glory of the chantry and its way shrines.
The way shrines are part of the chantry then.
Oh yes, they were an important part of the process here. They represented the steps the initiates took on the path to total enlightenment. Sadly, the magic used to construct these wonders were lost long before I arrived here.
So, who are the special spectral prelates you mentioned?
They're ghosts of the Snow Elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Oriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
I see. They should be able to help us
I'm
then.
afraid in their current form, they still believe the chantry to be an active center of worship.
I see.
They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum.
Okay. Who were your people?
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
It appears the Nords won.
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves.
Okay.
And when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price. The blinding of our race.
Oh Jesus. So they're not Dwemer. Dwemer don't seem like very nice people.
There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain.
Wow. What turned your people into the betrayed?
I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin, certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become.
Why weren't the snow elves here affected?
The chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene.
Is that why you had retained your sight?
Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords.
Wow.
Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people.
You mean the betrayed?
Yes, they swarmed the chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance.
That's
I
kind of
assume
sad.
that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
There are others here like you?
Verther and myself are the only two snow elves that remain.
Wow.
May Oriel keep you free from harm.
I feel bad for him. Whoa, face full of let's see, what does the blessing of Oriel do? Marksmanship, okay. And we had a face full of Serana assets there. Is there anything here in the cave that I would like to grab before I go? No, no chest. No. Ho ho, that's awesome. Nope, it's just the ewer that I got. And
Questions? I expected as much.
well, I can't use it, so in we go. If it's just gonna be this part, like you step to a port when you're there, then it's not gonna be too hard. Or as hard as I expected. I was like, oh my god, I have to visit, like, whoa, it's dark here.
That wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer
Might be my tail, I'm sorry. Whoa. Look how dark it is over here. Okay, I'm just gonna go and do it like this, just for the atmosphere. Okay, I'm hearing like chittering, so I'm gonna turn my lights back on. What the f—
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Okay, 1 second. I'm okay. That might have scared the something out of me. I'm on my guard now. What the hell is this?
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
While you know, the Falmer are like, you know, basic life form, I have to say they—
There. That'll teach you.
whoa, they somehow were able to create like this symbiotic relationship with the chorus, which is something that is kind of amazing if you think about it. Oh, picked up a skeever here.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Speak of the devil. Oh, she made herself a friend. God, I have no idea what I can do with this kitten. I'll take him with me anyways. Wow, I'm really hope it's not too dark, because oh my god, this is dark. Oh no. No, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Oh dear god, I can't use magic on the water, can I? And there's actually my timer, folks, so I will be right back.